Hello everyone, this is Dr. Aditya Gupta. Now, I know the NICT is now over. Some of you would have gotten a really good rank, and that would have given you a decent rank at least. That would have given you a push to continue studying from NEETPG and to realize that you're on the right track, the right way. Some of you might not have gotten a good rank. I'll say anyone who has gotten a rank beyond 10,000 and has gotten a rank between 10 to 50,000, you probably would be a bit dejected at this point of time. Just a bit of sort of a motivation booster, sort of like, to pull you up. So I got an All India rank of 1700 in my November exam, and I got a NEET PG rank of 6000. All right. Now, you have to realize this that this was in December and November. I know that I was suffering from depression and there were things going on. But in 4 months, I essentially revised my material. I had done sort of the first reading and sort of like that. I came back from that to get an All India rank of 17 in AIMS exam. Right? So, whatever your rank is, whichever your rank is, doesn't matter. You can easily boost it by 10x, bare minimum. So if you have gotten a 10,000 rank, it can easily become a top 1,000 rank. You got a 50,000 rank also, it can easily become a top 5,000 rank. And within top 5,000 rank, you can easily get your desired subject, be it medicine or radio. These are the top subjects, right? Top specialities people take. A good and a decent MD or a DNB institute anywhere in the country, right? So nothing is lost. You can but you have to follow a good strategy. You have to ensure certain checkpoints are there, and this is what I'm going to talk about in this video. The only thing I actually did from, I made a video previously, बहुत पहले, like maybe 2 years ago, I actually made a video then how I converted that 1700 rank to 17th rank in those just 3-4 months. And the core part of it is revision. You have to, unless you have revised, I hope you have given NICT, you would have realized your mistake. And you would have realized if you don't revise in last 7 to 10 days, if you don't revise in the last 15 days, it's gone. You will think that, hey, I have read this topic, but I'm not able to place the answer. This is the single most common thing that would have happened to every single one of you who would have given the NICT. I know about this topic, but I'm not able to place it. I understood the concept, I'm not able to get to the answer. Then how do you get to this revision part? How do you do this revision part? Now, I call this I've talked about this strategy multiple times in our videos, concise, precise, revise. Revision will only happen if you have concise material. How do you get to the concise material? How do you know the material that concise material that you have is actually accurate? It's actually precise. You get it with the help of previous year questions. And please, by previous year question, obviously I mean previous year topics. If anyone is having a confusion about that, made a video about that, but that's not getting into that. So concise, precise, and revise. You have to concise your notes. You have to make them precise using previous year question, and then you have to revise it multiple times. That's the simple strategy, the CPR strategy that I call about. Now, the most common doubt I actually end up having from children is that, sir, we are someone who used Marrow in our 3rd and 4th year or in an internship. We, used it. We have gone through the main videos or main notes at least once. A basic one read has been done. But now we are having trouble in concising them. All right. Now, how do we do that? And the answer is simple, yeah. The main content is made for a 3rd or 4th year point of view, and everyone recognizes that. Now, if you have 4 months to go, how do you concise your notes? The answer is simple. It's the revision videos that are already there in your Marrow, that are already there in any other app that you have. Those revision videos, especially, and I would say that I have been extremely critical of Marrow at different points of time, but my juniors have specifically told me that edition 6.5 revision videos specifically are really good, especially from revision point of view, especially from concising your notes point of view. All right. So I think they also worked on the feedback, and every edition they tend to change up the content and review. So edition 6.5 videos, especially the edition 6.5 revision videos, they are really good. So if you're someone who's struggling with key, I did Marrow, I have done the first read probably in 3rd and 4th year, and I'm not able to concise it, then the answer is right in front of you. It's revision videos. Now, the next question that everyone ends up asking me is, sir, so main notes, let's say, have a strike rate of 90%. All right. And you do revision videos, you try to solve previous year question, and you realize that you're getting only 50 to 60% of the questions correct. Some questions are not there in the revision videos, or they're just briefly touched upon in the revision videos, the content in the revision videos. And it's simple. You do that topic properly from main notes, and you add that segment of the previous year question and the previous year topics to the revision videos. So in essence, what you have done your revision notes that have sort of become your base now for the next 4 months at least. And you have added to that with the previous year questions and the previous year topics. All right. Now, how do you add, how do you annotate it? You ensure that you have annotated properly the previous year question, the explanation, but more importantly, the pearl that might be given there. So you see a question on anticoagulant, the Vacutainer or something, that pearl of that anticoagulant and the pearl of that, Vacutainers becomes important, right? You see a previous year question on, let's say, apoptotic factors, and they have been asked multiple times, BCL2, MCL or BIMBAX and everything. They are frequently asked questions, especially as for INI, probably not for NEET, but yeah, they're frequently asked questions. That pearls become important. You need to be able to stream out your pearls as well. And that streaming out, that precision part that I talked about will only happen if you solve previous year questions, right? So these things are interlinked. You have done your main notes once, your base is there, right? And that base has gotten you that, let's say, 15,000 rank, 20,000 rank if you did not revise while giving this INIS or 25,000 rank, whatever rank. Now the multiple revisions that you do over the period of next 3 or 4 months are going to convert that rank into 10x or maybe 100x also. Why not? To get to that concise material, revision videos are the best resource for you right now. And the revision notes given in your Marrow itself are the best source. Revision notes, you get down to a material, you'll think something is missing. You see the main notes, or you even watch the main video at 2x or 3x, I don't think so is available. But yeah, you watch it at 2x if you're, let's say, not understanding a concept, and you add to the revision notes. And these become your concise, and since they have your previous year questions also, these become your concise and precise notes. All right. Now the simple strategy is you have to do 3 revision. 60 days, in 2 months you have to do 1 revision, another revision in around 1 month, and 1 final revision in last 10 days, 7 to 10 days. All right. This is a simple 3-month strategy. In 3 months, you have to revise your entire syllabus. In next 3 to 4 months, you have to revise your entire syllabus 2 to 3 times. More the number of revision you can cram in, more the better. But you have to somehow revise, and you have to prepare a plan for the last 7-day revision. Every time you solve, go to your Q banks or solve previous year question, you think that this is something which I tend to forget very, very frequently. It goes in your last 7-day revision plan. You think this is something very frequently tested, concept based. I tend to forget the concept. I don't tend to understand the concept. Goes in your last 7 to 10 day revision. That's how you create your material for last 7 to 10 days. You have to funnel it down. You have already done the main notes. Now you funnel it down using previous year questions and your revision material to something which is revisable in the last 7 days. And then you give the exam. All right. Whenever you are thinking that this previous year question requires a more in-depth understanding, you have your main notes to refer back to, and you can add that particular previous year topic and question so that it doesn't become bulky. It doesn't seem like that you're doing the entire main notes again. Only those particular topics that you're having trouble. All right. Or only those things which you think that you won't be able to remember. You tend to forget a lot. If you're good at something, I always give the example of myself. Like I was good at biochemistry. For me, even first aid was just more than enough, right? Because I did not need to do it again and again. You will have certain storm subjects. For them, small material plus previous, absolutely perfect. You don't even need to refer to the main notes or even maybe revise it multiple times. Revise those things which you tend to forget again and again, multiple times, things that you get wrong again and again, multiple times. So use your pearls appropriately. Those previous topic, I will say the PYQ related pearls, they are the most important. The previous question related pearls. Add it to your revision notes and revision videos, and you have your concise and precise material ready for your last 7-day revision. Always remember this mantra, kam padho, bar padho. Read less, revise more. Okay? You have created the less revision, but you have to revise it multiple times. 60, 25, 10 days. These solid 10, if you are able to do these 3 solid revision, trust me, you will get a top 5,000 rank. There's absolute top 5,000, top 1,000, depending on your basal level, obviously. You'll get there. No, absolutely. If you have gotten a 5 to 10,000 rank in INI-CET, if you're able to get 3 more revisions, absolutely nothing can stop you from getting a top 1,000 rank. I can give it to you in writing. If you don't do those revision, if you're haywire, you try to revise the entire main notes over the next 3 months and do not complete another 1 revision, then sorry, then you will not get a 5,000 rank, you'll get a 50,000 rank in NEETPG. But if you concise your material, revise in the last 7 days, go to the exam with confidence, you'll get a top 1,000 rank. If your rank here in INI was between 5 to 10,000. All right. Certain things that I really want to focus upon, I want you to remember. Focus on the 3 P's. Path, Pharma, Physio, plus Obs, Gynae and Surgery. These 5 subjects simply will make up 60 to 70% of your paper. The reason I say this is because medicine, which is another 20% of the paper, around 15 to 20% of the paper, is actually path and pharma only, plus a bit of micro. Right? Even pediatrics to a certain extent, systemic pediatrics especially. So if your path, pharma and micro are strong, your second year subjects are strong, don't let them be weak. My second year subjects were amazing. It essentially ensures that your medicine is covered and you don't need to, and medicine does not stay bulky because I've already done it with the help of path, pharma and micro. right? If you do this, if these 5 subjects are strong, your 60 to 70% of the syllabus is actually done. You can actually sometimes, some people, I myself never did an ENT for that matter. I never did anesthesia. Even if you do the just previous question, you'll actually sort it. ENT is more important in NEET, not so important for INI. So don't skip for NEET. But anesthesia, again, just 1 or 2 questions. If you don't have time, you can actually skip it. Probably give it to a more important and more frequently asked question in, let's say, anatomy, or let's say in path, or maybe some topic in micro or something which is frequently tested, if you don't feel like doing it. Another extra recommendations that some people, this is specifically a recommendation for your leisure time. You're studying daily for 6 to 8 hours. You have to put in that much amount of efforts. अब उसके अलावा क्या करना है? So whenever you're, let's say, chilling around, having food, sort of passively you have to do, I would say start watching the recall videos, the Mara recall videos, or whichever platform recall videos, and especially the MCQ discussion videos that are given in the platform. The MCQ discussion videos given in the Maro are good, I won't deny that, but there is another purpose of these discussion videos. You have to understand that exam is just not testing your knowledge. You know the answer. The answer is in front of you in 4 questions. You have to get to the answer. My senior always used to tell to me that there is no correct answer. There are 3 wrong answers. All right. Even in the exam booklet or in the instructions they have written, choose the most appropriate option. They don't say the most correct option, or they say the most correct option. It's fully possible that the 2 answers are there which are both equally correct. But you have to choose the better answer. All right. So get into the habit of eliminating question, and even when you don't know the answer to a question, even elimination can get you to the right answer. So start looking for eliminating for an option. I've made multiple videos on how to solve an MCQ, but what will happen by watching these MCQ discussion videos, do them passively. You don't need to do them actively, frankly. But doing them passively will give you that extra edge, because you will start to realize how do you attempt an MCQ. All right. And I'll give the link to how I tend to attempt MCQs whenever I'm giving an MCQ related exam. You can watch that video as well, and you can do it in real time of the important questions of the MCQ in the MCQ discussion videos. All right. So hope you have understood the plan. 3 solid revision, concise, precise, revise. Revision notes, added previous year topics, previous year questions, things you tend to forget, volatile, along with appropriate bookmarks or pearls. All pearls are not important. Only some pearls which are previous year topics related, which are been frequently tested. Those things, create your material for 7-day revision, revising that, and nothing, absolutely nothing can stop you from getting a top 10 rank. All right. A last thing, some people must be using first aid on my recommendation. I made multiple videos on how you can use first aid as well. 3 subjects I personally will say, please first aid se hi karna. I would have recommended for all first aid, but 3 months is slightly less time. So biochem, micro and psych, I would say do from first aid. Path Pharma 2 you can also, but abhi ke liye ruk jana, don't go for that. This I will cover in some other video if you want to use first aid, how to use first aid for that matter of fact. But right now, if you're someone who was struggling on how to concise Maro, the answer is concise, precise, revise. The revision videos, add previous year question to it, make your revision notes annotated. I always talk about first aid being annotated. Make your revision notes annotated with proper previous year topics, explanation, and appropriate pearls. Getting down from 10,000 pages to around 2,000 to 3,000 pages. That is the goal which can be revised in the last 10 days, and you will get the rank. Have the belief, have the faith, and that's it from my side today. Thank you and have a nice day.